All right. Let's just check if we are working. This is completely unannounced. I'm not expecting anyone to come in, like, immediately. Let's just check. Alright, we are live, from what I can see. Live. Yes. Alright, we're good. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna share this link around a little bit. We are just live streaming around on Railroader a little bit. I think we are good. Okay. Pretty much. I've got a railroad to run. Ugh. All right. And I have a lot to do. And it's very laggy because there's a lot of cars. But you know what? It's gonna be okay. Unsurprisingly, no viewers yet. Oh wait, never mind. Oh, hello there, Clayton. Nah. It won't collapse. I know how to run a railroad. Trust. Totally. You know what? No, let's just check on my safety reputation. 31%. We don't talk about 31%. I'm very used to live streaming Minecraft. But, you know. Yes, clearly better than Penn Central. Anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna be like messing around on Railroader for a little bit and doing operations. Like, there's the 6 on the yeah, this is the Kansas City Southern because it's a tribute railroad. And I have no power that's actually realistic to the Kansas City Southern yet. Except for 8. Which I believe is similar to an E4? Yeah. This is the closest I have to a real Kansas City Southern locomotive. I think. I could be wrong. And I use Auto Engineer like way too much. But, you know what? I have a large railroad, so it's kind of justified. Can I... release it? Wait. And then cut it, like... here. Let's see if that works. Where did I cut the cars? There. Hi. I know I said I'd be posting immersive railroading stuff on other channels, but that's not stopping me from live streaming Railroader. This is completely different, and I wanted to try something. Because I haven't live streamed on this channel yet. I've live streamed on Kansas City Sirens, but I haven't live streamed on this specific channel. Why does it... Hi. Why does it say you Google Translate? Like all your messages are Google Translate. It's going good. How's the quality on your guys' end? Picture quality? Because all I can see a preview and it looks like it's 144p. Alright. Good. That's frame rate is mostly what I was paying attention to. It is gonna dip in some places. Like if I were to teleport to Silva, it would probably dip pretty hard because of the amount of rolling stock that's at the interchange. I don't think there's much at the interchange right now. Yeah. Okay, it's not that bad. I need a... Yeah, that's what it is. That's how it is. They're gonna do a bunch of optimization stuff though in the next update. So I'm excited for that. Okay, and then I gotta connect to the rest of these cars. We'll see how many I can fit. I'm not confident that I'm gonna get all of them in here. We'll see. I have a lot of cars to with here. And then I have this that goes to Ella and all that. Yeah. That's insane. I think I haven't seen the model. I am a little bit of a rivet counter, so you know. We'll see. I just like saw it earlier today, the promotion for the F7, and I'm like, oh cool, they're adding official F7s. But yeah, we'll see how they look. Yeah, that model's also like a year old, and that's also when I was newer to making mini sirens. So, you know, if you look at my trains from a year ago, they were relatively good. Alright, I'm gonna throw these cars over here. And then I need to train too long to navigate. Okay, that makes sense. 12 cars. Okay. I'm gonna cut you here. Yeah, but my Model 7's just like horrid. We don't talk about that model. So I'm gonna play your handbrake. I'm a little I have too many cars, and I have even more on the way. 4, which is actually clear. Yes, very W stream. 4, you can, like, you know, you can go to Whittier. Yeah, I'm so, like, stressed out. I'm to the point that I don't have signals and I have constant trains running, which, you know, when I'm stressed out and there's like I've had multiple occasions where trains almost have head-on collisions, and so I am in desperate need of signals. I actually have, on this train, there are the supplies to build some of the signals on the line, so, you know, I need to get that going. Because, you know, there's always something to do. I might do this more often, like do more live streams on Railroader, depending on how this one goes. So yeah. 3. You're just sitting there. What the goof? Yeah. I did have a multiplayer server in one of my Discord servers, like an official, like, server-wide Railroader server. But it never took off, and that server died because I never messaged in there because I forgot about it. So, you know, we don't talk about that, but... Okay, so because... you... are full. These tracks are full. I need to set you there. 5 is just sitting there waiting. Wait, hold on. Why are you still in waypoint mode? Okay, 8. You need fuel. Oh my gosh. Actually, no, wait, we want you to go backwards. Oh yeah, it's laggy right now because of the amount of cars that are on screen. My computer's definitely upgraded from my previous one, but because I did get a better computer. That's why I also am able to post immersive railroading videos on my immersive railroading dedicated channels. Because originally, they would have just looked like lag. If you look at any of my more recent-ish ones, it's just lag. But, you know, new computer, better performance, better videos, actually enjoyable to watch. Okay. Then you need to go... That's the wrong direction. You need to go to Dillsboro. Why is 6 just... Oh no, that's 9. That is 9, okay. Nothing is in the storage facility here. Ooh. Alright. So you should be clear. Yeah. Yeah, passenger trains here. Why do you... The worst car always needs to go to the interchange. Two? What's going on? 2 is switching out Silva. 3... Why is 3 running to the point? Where are you going? I just had a brain fart. What in the world? No. 6 was supposed to connect to those cars. No, back onto the Connolly branch you go. I don't know that signals would have helped with that, but that's the type of thing that would happen, is that this would get sent over here and then, yeah. thinking I might try and do another multiplayer server for one of my Discord servers, but I need to make sure it's live. The Discord server is before I actually can start a Railroader server. I don't know that I would want to do this one because this is my personal save that I use for my personal railroad. So, yeah, but this one would be a good save though. It's got a lot of locomotives and a lot of progress already done, so. Let's see. 18. I'm gonna just throw these in the yard real quick. And then I'm gonna wait for 4 and then continue switching. Seven currently has nothing to do. Why do I keep... Okay, I'm gonna focus on you. Yeah. Yeah, you need fuel pretty badly. Auto Engineer also sucks at crossing the crossing sequences, so you know. Starting Dillsboro. Oh gosh. Okay, hold on. Really quickly. Stop. I almost just had another moment where a train just, you know. It's okay if you're late to Scylla. Okay, flip the switch. I'll probably make it like a 2-hour stream. I don't know that I want it to be very long, but you know, we'll see what happens. Get out of here. Okay. And you better switch onto the sighting track. The passing sighting. Okay, they're gonna follow my instructions. Now you can go. That's so goofy just to see like light power fly by. It's like so fast. What if I just like took a screenshot, you know? All right. Passenger train, the morning passenger train's almost done running now. Alright. Let's see. Then I'm gonna switch on to main floor. I'm so professional at this. Ooh. That's not perfectly aligned, but we'll take it. It's actually pretty well aligned. Alright. How much are you in? I'll fill the 9 up once it's done doing the passenger train as well, because I've got another one around 2 p.m. in game. That needs to be topped off for. Can y'all hear the music? I've got the non-official Railroader soundtrack loaded on YouTube Music. Still a depot. Okay. Once it unloads passengers, that's the last one. Check the timetable. So, till 1400. All right. So I'm gonna be done with this locomotive for now. Are you too far past the switch? Nope. You can go in that berth, that's okay. Or should I say stall? I don't know. Berth or stall? All right. Yeah, so I'm gonna top this off. I'm gonna go pay attention to the passenger train a little bit. I'm gonna check on the condition of the passenger cars. I don't know if they need to be worked on or not. Is in Whittier, which means I have more to switch out. Yay. Yeah, so I'm gonna put this away, do the passenger. Oh wait, you are not facing the correct direction. I just realized. How much did I make? That's not the chat. $305. That's a lot. Previously you were getting that stuff. We're just gonna go put you in the center. Nope. Center. There we go. Okay. Well, it may not be the safest road. Try and run it realistically. Try and run it like a railroad. There we go. Alright. You. %. Yeah, we could. I'm gonna quit. Dillsboro repair track. Yeah, Dillsboro repair track. And then you are like brand new. Sure that you're oil. It's very important to maintain the passenger equipment because that gives you more money the more well it's maintained. Let's see all the passengers. Alright, I'm just gonna run it backwards to Dillsboro. I'm gonna put it in the siding track. That's gonna be that. Not one. We want 6. Oh. Load? World? There we go. Here we are in Whittier. How are you? Can I select you? Thank you. Alright. I'm just gonna move it out of the way. So I'm gonna switch out that train so that these cars. Ooh, I need to do some fancy stuff here. I'm trying to get it so it's just the cars for Bryson. Can I please switch the track? There we go. Okay. Flag, a lot of cars. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do here. We're gonna take these. I'm gonna take this cut, move it onto this track. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do something stupid. I'm gonna have to get 7 out so I can switch Bryson in a moment. So that the switcher available. Okay, passenger train is in Dillsboro. And apparently I forgot to put handbrakes on. Can I please? There we go. Yeah, I forgot to tie the handbrakes. Oh well. It's just in a grade, so it doesn't matter. Let's see what we got. More stuff for the sawmill. No. It's the opposite of what he wanted. I have so many cars for the sawmill. I can't. I just don't run out. It is my most profitable, the most profitable industry on the entire railroad, so I'm not surprised, but it's also like tier 5 contract. Get rid of that. Ooh, okay, passenger train's done running, so I can actually skip time. Alpha 1400 and it's 1033. So I have some wiggle room. All right. Yeah, this is what it's like to run a railroad. It's pretty boring, but also interesting at the same time. Some parts of it are boring. Some parts of it aren't. Like if Railroader had like super advanced steam locomotive operation, in addition to all these other super nice features of like switching and all that, I think the game would not, like, literally never get boring. But you know, when it, oh my voice crap now. When it becomes just mainline train simulator, it's just boring. Thank you. It is the Railroad Tycoon soundtrack, and then this one is just some, what is it? It's that one song that like every model railroader uses, but it's pretty good. And I also have some heist music in here because heist music is very fitting for this type of setup. So that's all that I have for Bryson, and then that's for Ella. Okay. I have a lot to do. I have a lot to switch out. I don't even know that I've heard of that game. I have to do some research on it. Train crisis. Was the crisis averted? Hold on, I'm gonna look that up. I feel like I have heard of this game, but I never played it. It looks really familiar. Yeah, but I don't think I ever played it. Interesting. It is super familiar. It just looks, from looking at the art style, it looks like just older train mobile games that you'd find on, like, I don't know, mobile devices, but I don't know. That's just what it looks like. Huh. Interesting. I guess it was just too valuable. Train crisis. Okay, I have it switched out, and I can take 4 and take the rest of the train to Bryson. I'm not sure. I bet I've seen, like, videos or stuff of it, but I haven't, like, directly heard of it. Interesting. Yeah, I'm really excited for it as well. I'm super excited for Maintenance Away. I feel like that's gonna just, you know, make things way more interesting. It's also gonna make it way more stressful. Considering I'm already stressed out of my mind on this road sometimes, so, you know. Okay. we're gonna head out. You can actually consume logs now, sawmill, so let me... 15... Alright. Now I can actually switch out the log, the sawmill with the rest of the logs and take these logs to the other end of the railroad. Not the other end. Other place. Walker. But I have to wait for 4 to get out of the way, so... Hopefully signals help. I'm really hoping they do. That if I do turn this save into a server, Discord server-wide setup, then that will be interesting. Well, hello. Then there's actually more reason for, like, you know, a lot of stuff to exist. I don't know. Yeah. There are semaphores in the game. I don't think they're gonna... At least it's not in the plan right now for them to introduce other signal types. Maybe if they make other maps that are different, maybe a different era, or use different signals, but... Now they're all like, cool semaphores. And so... You know... Kinda wanna see searchlights in the game. So I feel like that'd be cool, and would match the era somewhat. Okay. Now imagine they add Vader signals. Yeah, fuel adds up cost like really quickly. If you didn't know, fuel costs a lot of money. Already I've had like a crisis where there just wasn't any coal at one location. And so I would have to drag locomotives all the way over here just to get filled up on coal. And then take them all the way back to Silva. It's just horrible. But I got that solved because I actually like got money and bought a hopper and paid for coal. Which isn't that expensive, but you know, it adds up. I wonder how much time I've spent in my life just filling up locomotives. Oh, what's up? I haven't seen you in like years. Great. The map from end to end, I'm not sure how big from end to end. It's pretty big. It's not like a full subdivision, so it's less than like 50 miles, I know that for sure. So, this is the Silva interchange. This is one side of the map, and I have about half of the map unlocked. 2 2/3 or a third, probably. Not 2/3, definitely a third. So this to Whittier is about 12 miles. Then Whittier to Brooks is probably another 12 miles or so. And then this is just all more track. This is probably, it's actually probably pretty close to 50 miles now that I think about it. So it takes a good while to get from one end to the other if you have the entire map unlocked and you have like a whole train going to Nantahala. Or Andrews, I should say, not Nantahala. Yeah, but it's interesting. It's quite fun. It is a lot of fun with multiplayer enabled. Because then, you know, I don't have to run 4 trains at once. I can, you know, if like 4 people are online, then it's one person gets one train. Or each person gets a train. But yeah, I typically don't let people on this one because I've built it up so far, and then if I accidentally let the wrong person on, then, you know, things can go wrong pretty quickly. Yeah, pretty often. I've owned it since it came out in 2023, but I only have 200 hours on it. So if I played it as much as I do when I have like a phase where I just like consistently play the game, I would probably have close to like 1,000 hours on it. So yeah, I play it often. Trying to keep people happy. This industry I'm switching out, the sawmill. Specifically, this part makes me the most money out of any part of the railroad. Well, I'm on a gaming laptop. It's a different computer entirely. The old one's behind me, and it works just fine, but it's horrible for games. So I still have it and I still use it sometimes, but I'm on a new computer that's 1,000 times better. So yeah, because if I was on my old computer, this would be like 4 FPS. And the graphics would be the lowest it can possibly be, and it would also be a completely different resolution as well. Because it was so bad that I had to use a different resolution to even get the game running. At least somewhat smoothly in some spots. But with this, I can have it on full 1080p and like pretty high graphics. And it runs well. So yeah, I'm sure you remember my old one. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, it's the Optiplex. I think you did see it in person. Yeah, you would have seen it in person when you visited that one time. A million years ago. Yeah. That thing. It works. I'm sure that thing was not happy sometimes. I know. I've run out of RAM or memory so many times on it. It was like very rare that I got a game that would actually function at like the full graphical thing. I literally did run it, well, not literally, but I ran it into the ground, yeah. Alright, so go to Whistle Walker. Yeah, that computer, I'm sure, was begging for mercy a few times. If it could speak English, then I'm sure it would have... I don't know why it would be able to speak English. I'd actually be kind of scared when the computer started talking to me. So you actually are pretty close to Bryson. You aren't. I do need to keep switching. 7, you are not who I want. You know what? Auto engineer. How much needs to be switched out here? Okay, Stenzel. You don't even have a... Gosh. Yeah, I still do immersive editing stuff. I'm actually working on another pack actively. Well, not really actively, but you know, a new one is work in progress. It is the Missouri Pacific Steam Locomotive pack. So, and I'm trying to just, I still struggle with motivation, so I'm going to try and force myself to complete this locomotive and as many as I can to see if that just fixes motivation issues. But I'm working on a Missouri Pacific Berkshire 284, and I'm trying to see what my current skill level with modeling looks like detail-wise. So for Minecraft or Railroader? As for Minecraft, it's CurseForge, and Railroader, it's Nexus Mods. Both are websites, and CurseForge has an app. Yeah. It's not... I don't know that it's necessarily patience, it's just my brain keeps telling me, oh, that's enough detail, you don't need to add any more, even though it has, like, one pipe and the grab irons and... yeah. Just, like, barely any detail, and my brain's like, oh, it's good enough. No, it's not. And then I get a headache, and then I don't finish the... Which I just need to power through the headache, I think, or, like, just constantly... I don't know. I just need to work on actually finishing the model. Because I haven't finished a train, like an actual train, since 2024, actually, I think. That's kind of crazy. Well, throughout 2025, I was doing the US Rail Steam thing, so... yeah. I mean, maybe. My eyes can hope. It's probably not healthy. I should probably just... I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm confident, though, that I'm gonna be able to finish the pack and actually get a release out. I know what whistle audio and everything I need to use. I just need to do... Like, the model itself is the problem. I'm not concerned about textures or anything else like that. And I think, well, where I'm most hung up is the cab interior, because I suck at cab interiors. And so I've been trying to collect as many references and diagrams and stuff that help with that sorts of thing. And it's actually been working. I've got a ton of stuff, so I might just have all the resources, I just need to do it. I make add-ons for the mods. I don't make the mods. For Minecraft specifically, not Railroader yet. I do want to make mods for Railroader, but I have no idea what goes into it, and so for now I'm just doing Minecraft stuff. But yeah, I make add-ons for immersive railroading. I do want to make mods though. That is the plan. That is the ultimate goal. I have a bunch of different mods that I want to make. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty close. Ever since I, like, almost abandoned, not really abandoned, but, like, was focusing on Kansas City Sirens so much, this channel lost, like, all of its watch hours, though. So I'm at, like, 700 watch hours when I was at, like, 1,500. And then Kansas City Sirens is at, like, how many? Kansas City Sirens is pretty close to being able to have, like, channel memberships and all that. I'm pretty close to 3,000 on there, and I have over 1,000 subscribers on there, so I'm actually close, very close to monetization there. This channel, I do plan on growing, though. So, you know, which I'm trying. I'm experimenting with all sorts of things. I mean, my big boy video is doing pretty good. 412 views. I haven't checked the progression of the views. From what I know, it's linear. My non-stop road action video has 654. I know that one's linear. I tried making my most recent video as ADHD supercut as I could, so that people with short attention spans don't get bored, so it's like a new clip every 20 seconds. So yeah, my Siren channel is my biggest YouTube channel. Especially by views, by a long shot. Because I know this channel has like 300, 200,000, 248,000. That channel has, let me check, 608,000. So it's like double. Literally double. And like half as many videos. So I think I just hit a home run a couple times on that channel and then like blew up. Still, I have videos still that I need to upload. I haven't even uploaded. I don't have any more rail fanning videos to upload. I need to go rail fanning again. I know I missed 6706, unfortunately. So. Yeah, I like learned a ton from growing Kansas City Sirens from like 500 to 1,000 and getting all the everything there. I really just think like posting, because what I found were very certain types of videos and thumbnails and titles got the most views. And what really matters, don't even focus on subscribers, because subscribers just come automatically. Focus on views as much as you can and getting watch time, because the more you get views and the more you get watch time, the more your videos get pushed out, and then the more subscribers you just gain. Like, so they just come automatically. Don't even focus on subscriber goals, like saying like, oh, make sure, I mean, of course, say make sure to subscribe at the end of the video or whatever, but, you know. So, yeah, I just like experimented around and saw what worked best and kind of capitalized on that. And I'm experimenting with that on my immersive eroding channels to see if I can do that again. So far, no money made. Because let me look at how close I am. I'm not close to ad monetization. I'm still like halfway there. But I'm pretty close to some other things. So let me check. Because I know theoretically if I was making money like a month, I'd probably be making like $20. Because YouTube. I have tools that say like how much I would make and all that. Yeah. So out of 3,000, which gets me memberships, supers, or super chats, so that people can donate through the stream, and then shopping. I think people might already be able to, but I'm not sure. And then shopping, it's just like if I had a store, then it would be officially linked to the channel. 2,200 watch hours out of 3,000. So I'm only 800 watch hours away from achieving that. And of course I have the subscriber count in the video uploads to prove it. Yeah. Then this channel, I am very close to 1,000 subscribers. I don't have a 1,000 subscriber special planned, but I don't know. I'll probably figure something out. Maybe I'll like super finish US Rails, and that's like, oh, happy 1,000 subscribers or something. I don't know. Or maybe I'll just make a compilation of like my best catches ever. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Or I'll just make another community post like I do for when I hit like every 100 subscribers. Alright, see ya. Yeah, thank you. I am absolutely doing way better than I was, like, a while ago. I still need to work on flushing out all the immersive editing stuff from this channel. But other than that, this channel's pretty good. I just need to work on posting more rail fanning videos. I need to get rail fanning more often, that's what it is. I was considering, because of the amount of immersive editing, like, people who subscribe to me, I was considering just starting with a new channel entirely. But I decided to not, because I figured, oh, I have too much built up on this channel already. It's like, why start a new one when I could just keep going? And just, you know, not restart, but, you know. Yeah. Then I decided to split off immersive editing because I thought that's gonna be that needs its own thing, its own channel situation. I mean, I could live stream immersive editing, but if I were to live stream immersive editing, it'd probably be on one of my other channels. I just don't have a good channel to live stream Railroader on. I have my second channel that's related to this one, but that was a failed experiment. I forgot I have to take care of the passenger. I have to take care of the passenger train. Oh my gosh. I have an hour in game until the passenger train needs to leave. Oops. I didn't select the locomotive. So the locomotive needs fuel, and these two need to be worked on. And so let's... Location, Stillsboro... Engine service. I think 10 times is good. What's the repair estimate? 2 hours? Nah, we can do it in 30 minutes. Trust. What was it, 92%? Yeah. Alright, we kind of going way too fast. Oops. Okay. I did not even... $20 to $30. I don't remember the exact amount, but it's worth it. For sure. It's not like when you get a train simulator that everyone glazes, and it's absolute garbage. But, you know, like, this game is actually worth the amount of money it's put as. And it's also early, like, it's a public beta game, so nothing's, like, actually finished. That's why it also costs money, because it's a beta. But if it wasn't, I think they intended on making it free. But I'm not I think they intended on making it free when it's fully finished. But I can't remember. Yeah, if you wanted to buy it, the Steam Train Fest like ended a few days ago, so you know, you missed a chance to get it. I think it was like 15% off during that whole situation, so. Yeah. I personally haven't run into, like, any bugs at all. It's mostly what... Like, right now, it's a perfectly functioning game. It's just not very pretty. Like, there's all these trees and everything, and there's the mountains, but, like, this is Dillsboro. This is supposed to be a town, and, like, a full town. And this is all there is right now. They're still working on features. Because, like, in the next update, they're adding maintenance of way and stuff, so... Yeah, and that they are adding a map editor. Yeah. And they have a whole list of stuff they want to do. Okay, 3 is at Walker Logs. Walker got the logs. I might just get through the rest of this day and then end the stream. I don't think it's going to be that much longer. It might be... timetable. Last passenger train, so when I can actually skip is right at 1700, right when it ends. So, I can only skip time for 45 more minutes, which I probably will. Maybe not. Alright, you are filled up. Okay. You need to be filled up. I definitely need to fill up that hopper. Holy crap. I intake so much coal. Okay, so and close that. All right, you can be at your like final resting place for now. So I'm gonna couple you. Yeah. So far, it's just transition era kind of stuff, but I don't know that they intend on doing anything from the super early era railroad or modern, but yeah. Well, like if you could select, like, when you start your save, what era you want to do. Because this is like early transition era, so it's like early diesels and steam locomotives. But like if you could choose like mid diesel era and have like EM, like a bunch of like ST40-2s and stuff like that would be a cool option to have. But that probably won't come until like a later update, like 2.0 or something. Huh. I'm almost surprised you haven't heard of it. I feel like it's such a like big game, even though it's not even that big right now. Yeah. I know people who like run. Why don't I? What? No, we're keeping the door. I know people who like run with exclusively modern stuff and like have a bunch of like mods that add on super massive diesel locomotives and like SC70s and Dash 9s and stuff, and I'm like, okay, cool, but like it doesn't, nothing matches. If you want that kind of stuff, play like Trains 2022 or something. Although having the ability to do advanced operations is nice. Not really a thing in most train simulators. And I don't know how to describe it. Something about Railroader, like specifically Railroader, is that the trains feel like trains. They don't feel like model trains. Like that's the thing with trains. Like I like trains, Train Z, but it's just they don't feel like trains. What do you want to do with said train simulator? Like, do you want to simulate advanced railroad operations with Steam era like this, or do you want to like have a dynamic map editor, or you have options, or do you want something like Run 8, which is like super modern, like not really super modern, but like modern trains, stupidly realistic operation, and extremely expensive. Yeah, that stall's not too bad. What is your D-Dive? Wait. Okay, you know what? It's gonna be okay. It's not gonna match up with the exhaust. Yeah. And it works. It's not gonna match up with the exhaust in here, so the entire place is gonna get smoked up. That would be cool if that was a feature. It did get smoked up if you put it in backwards, but oh well. Alright, and then I want you. Well, if you want to get a train simulator, don't get Train Sim World. It seems good, but Dovetail, the creators, if I remember correctly, it's Dovetail. They are pretty much the EA of train simulators, as I call them. Because everything, pretty much every like extra content, unless I guess if it's user generated. I don't even know how many people make user generated content, but everything costs money, and it's the same thing with Train Simulator Classic. I think Train Simulator Classic can make custom content, but you know, in Train Simulator Classic, it's alright. It's a pretty alright looking train simulator from what I've seen, but everything costs money. Train Z, it's also just alright. You get the really good map editor with that one, or route builder, but you don't get the like graphics of the other train simulators. But there's a lot more free stuff out there if you don't want to spend much money. Run 8 costs a lot of money, but is extremely realistic in like all forms, except for graphics. Open Rails is free completely, and I think you can pay for some add-ons, but it's based off, not really based off, but it's cross-compatible with Microsoft Train Simulator, and it's pretty good. Most of these, all the ones that I've listed are mostly just modern operations. With trains, you can do Steam era stuff, and same with Train Simulator Classic. I really don't know many other train simulators, honestly. And then there's Railroader, which is Railroader. Or you could make your own train simulator. Okay. I don't know. Yeah. Or you could do Minecraft immersive railroading like me and have a very limited amount of stuff that you can play with, and you know, but you have complete freedom over what happens and what you build and what happen and how the operations go. Well, I'm working on the very limited selection part, one piece at a time. Well, the thing is with immersive railroading though, is that specifically for American content, like every other region and every other country in the world for immersive railroading has like everything they could ever want. But with America, you have like 20 modelers or something that make add-ons, including me. I don't even know. I don't know like an exact amount. But people make specific stuff and don't make other stuff. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, but it's immersive railroading is extremely deprived of steam arrow rolling stock, but there's a bunch of steam locomotives, and it's completely deprived of like good passenger stock, like almost entirely. Like there's a few good Amtrak locomotives and some pretty good F units and all that. But when it comes to passenger cars, there's nothing that's actually high quality or recently made. And there is some stuff, but like not much. So it's just inconsistent. Yeah, that old world with the all the minecarts and stuff, that was so long ago. I made like, I don't even think I intentionally based it off Argentine, but I remember it being similar. So basically Minecraft Argentine with minecarts. Okay, so I think what the goal is here is to put these 4 cars where these 2 were so that I can get signals going, and then I'll just put these on the outside. Oh, what's up? Let's see if you get back up. I love 6-chime whistles. It's so funny, I gave the smallest, literally the smallest locomotive on my railroad, like a super mean sounding whistle. I could have given it, you know, like a whistle that matches. I think when I bought it, it came delivered with a single chime. Which I was tempted to keep it, but I didn't, in favor of a 6-chime. Like most of the rest of like locomotives. Some of them have 5 and 3 chimes. I could put a long bell 3 on it. Oh, they all will fit. Okay, signal parts. Yay, I'm gonna have signals. Hopefully no more train collision. Well, at least for this part of the line, no more train collisions. Voice crack. Hopefully that increases my safety reputation as well. Watching hardwoods. It might explode, yeah. I mean, maybe it's worth it. Yeah. When you upgrade, you should definitely get this game. It is very peak. I think that they should make a route, and that's not this one. Whenever they like get the game fully finished and everything, and they actually can focus on other maps, I think they should make another map in the Midwest, and it should be specifically based off something from Kansas, because Kansas is just peak for Midwest railroading. This is very true. Unique. I think Railroader should have the entire BNSF Emporia subdivision, except when it was owned by the Santa Fe. Because that would be interesting. Well, I think Kansas is typically overlooked when it comes to train stuff, and people focus more on Nebraska because of Union Pacific's super large prominence in Nebraska. Like, the only time, it's like, people always say, oh, I took a trip to the Midwest, and then they say, oh yeah, I went to Chicago. And I'm like, that's not the Midwest, that's Chicago. It's its own thing. Go to the Midwest. Go to Kansas. Alright, you need fuel. We're done switching. Yeah. I mean, they kind of are the Midwest. Like, I don't know that I would include Ohio in the Midwest. I feel like I would draw the line at Indiana-Illinois border. And then it's just the whole central part of the United States that I'd call Midwest. But, like, that's the north part of the Midwest. I mean, I think Wisconsin is Midwest. It's just the north part. Or, like, North Midwest. And then the actual Middle West is Missouri and Kansas. Yeah. But I totally think there should be a route from somewhere in the Midwest in Railroader. I know people have suggested some route ideas that I actually quite like, but I don't think any in the Midwest. Yeah. You'd probably be smarter than some other dispatchers out there. Have you seen the video of the Norfolk Southern dispatcher that just, like, didn't know what he was doing, and then, like, a crew crashed out at him? Yeah. I've driven past it multiple times. Huh. When I was learning how to drive, the college where it's at is like where I was like very first learning driving stuff. Yeah. Nice. Every time I'm somewhere where there's a caboose, there's always some guy who like works for like a railroad museum or something, like that owns the caboose or whatever, and every single time there's a guy there, I get a tour of the caboose. And yeah. Yeah, that guy. That was so, that video was so funny. Like, the crew is actually rational and the dispatcher's just stupid. Why is your headlight? Yeah. Not yet. That's one that I intend on going in, though, at some point. Goofy. I need to go rail fanning in Lee's Summit more. And just, I think I just need to go rail fanning on the Sedalia sub more often in general. Which one are you gonna make? Yes. I don't think I have. I know which one you're talking about, but I don't think I have. I've seen it many times. Yeah, that one. I guess I haven't been in that one. I know I've been in a lot of cabooses, but I haven't been in that one. I've been inside the one at the Arboretum, and just various ones across the country. I at least had a piece of cotton that some guy gave me, like a genuine cotton that a guy gave me from a caboose in North Carolina. I don't remember where it is now, but I had it. Yeah. Yeah. I have a scanner, and I use it. I like having a scanner. Ooh. That would have caused a hot box. I need to make sure these are oiled. 25%, that's not good. I have yet to actually have a hot box. Somehow I've never had one. I'm fairly certain that I do need a defect detector. Too bad they don't have them. Maybe if they modernize the game somehow. Speaking of defect detector, when I was in that one place in Kansas, Bonner Springs. When I was in Bonner Springs for the big boy, the defect detector went off, and someone had a defect, I think. Or maybe, no, that one, I don't remember. The defect detector went off, and I'm fairly certain my scanner was annoying people, which I just think is so funny. Yeah. Also nice, I didn't know you had a antenna or your own personal truck. But both of those are very good things. I don't know that I'm gonna make it. I don't know that I'm gonna have enough room, honestly. Nope, not enough room. Just barely. Alright, now this is the local that runs to Ella. Ella's over here. Ooh, passenger train. I almost completely forgot about that. Alright, we gotta get the passenger train running, like, immediately. I also have to switch its symbol to train 30. So right now it's on 21. We may be a little bit late. That's gonna be okay. Yeah. Like 50 miles of track, 50 miles of main line. Did the crossing sequence for it. And it's gonna start it in just a second. Watch this. Or it's not even gonna start it. Okay. Let's see your timetable. First train departs Silva. At 1400. I already ran the passenger train, but I want to run the second one, or the third one, I should say. What I need is to become financially stable. Then I can actually make decisions and purchase like 10 more passenger cars, and then have 3 more passenger locomotives, and then just have multiple passenger trains running at the same time. I actually have multiple passenger engines already. It's just one just doesn't have enough fuel to run the entire line consistently. I also have a big loan payment coming in soon. $2,000 in 10 hours. Hello. I mean, it could be worse. I could have taken like twice as much in loans out. Actually, that does make me curious. I can outrun that loan, but $65,000 is a little steep. That's like over half how much I can take out. Well, we'll just loan $5,000 if that's gonna be that. I can pay that much in loan payments, it's fine. Nope. Did not hear about that. Yeah, train's gonna be late. That's just gonna be... You're just gonna have to deal with it. Well, it just took off Silva. Okay, I guess that's one way to deal with it. I'm also doubling the speed limit. Oh my gosh. Best crossing sequence ever. 6 has arrived at a waypoint. I don't remember what the waypoint was. Oh, Ella. Okay. I forgot I have yet to switch out Silva. Man. I think I should make this a multiplayer save. Okay, no matter what, be on time. $63.85 return to Inner Bay. Oh, it did. It is doing Silva. Interesting. That almost was a derailment. Yeah. It's only 5 minutes late. It's not bad. Can make up time. This is an Amtrak. That's funny. It's class 1 for you. $84. Yeah. You should see how many I get on my Siren channel. I've gotten like 20 viewers at once while working on Minecraft stuff. Dude. It's Minecraft stuff. That's all. It's Minecraft. Minecraft trains and Minecraft sirens bring, like, have such a hungry audience. It's insane. If I could, I would. Be like Robin Hood over here, giving all the small Railfan channels viewers from the big ones. Okay. Time to actually switch out Silva. Huh. I'd also, okay, I would really quickly recommend, don't hold yourself to an absolutely ridiculous schedule like I did for uploads. There was a point where I was doing 3 videos a week, and it worked for like 2 months, and then I ran out of content. So, you know, post at your own rate, and yeah. Oh, I just realized I'm not going the right way. I need to go the other way. Well, I feel like 500 within a year is like really good. But yeah, I can agree. It does feel bad watching other people make very similar content that have like 3 times or 4 times as many views, subscribers, and all that. Yeah, you have to travel because you're near Hutchinson, so yeah. You'll find it. Things definitely do come with experimentation. Yeah, a 2-hour live stream, not bad. I've done longer, so we are good. Okay. I don't have a limit. The longest stream I've done was 5 hours, so. I was thinking I would just go until the end of the day in Railroader, but that's gonna be in like how many hours? Not that. I keep open the timetable. Last passenger train was at 16:59 in game. It's like 2 to 3 hours until I can actually like skip forward in time. So if I go to the end of the day, at least 2 hours until the end. So it'd be a 4-hour stream. Let me fix something. You're good. Apply. There we go. No. Is a Warbonnet DPU? Interesting. I don't think I've seen or heard of that yet. I'll look into it. I need more of an excuse to go on the Fort Scott anyway. Oh yeah, I forgot about the rail cam. My family and friends, I'm sure, are doing great. I hope you're doing great too. I haven't gone on the Scott in a while. I need to get on there. Half the time I go, like almost every single time I go rail fanning this year, it's been Olathe or downtown. Huh. Unfortunately, yeah, no. The best you get is the connector, but, you know, it's like 3 trains a day on the connector. I mean, you can see from certain streets in downtown Olathe, you can see the Fort Scott sub, but it's on a bridge. Yeah. It's difficult to see. Like, I think if you go to Lula Street, you can see the Fort Scott, but it's through a bunch of trees and it's on, yeah, half a mile away. Literally. We love the connector. If only that was still a main line. I know that that used to be the Frisco, like that went to Belton and then connected in like to the back to the BNSF in Topeka or Lawrence. So literally. I mean, the Fort Scott subdivision just typically has really good stuff anyway. Yeah, it wasn't a diamond. It would have been a diamond with both the Frisco overlapping itself and overlapping the Santa Fe. But I think ever since the merger between BN and Santa Fe, they got it, most of it was abandoned and then turned into roads and the connector. You can still see in the road layout where the tracks would have been that takes it down to Belton. Like, there's a road in Raymore that was on the same line that's diagonal, and it's diagonal because it follows where the tracks were. Yeah. I love Railguide. Oh yeah, gotta. We'll come back to that. Rail Guide also has most of the inner urban stuff still on there. If you're on the right map. So you can actually see where the inner urban line would have run. And there's still, I've looked on Google Maps, there's still tracks from the inner urban railroad in various places downtown. Yeah. Next time you're in Kansas City, we should go hunting for some of the abandoned infrastructure from the string line. I feel like every time I've gone to, like the most recent time I went to Olathe, there was just literally train after train. I don't remember, it was like mid-afternoon when I went on the 28th. Yeah. I feel like if BNSF did an excursion with a steam locomotive, I feel like Olathe would be a really cool spot. It'd just be extremely busy. And it'd be horrible if we're chasing the train. Yeah. Being unemployed is like you get to see trains, but then you don't have money. And it sucks. Exactly. More money so you can see more cool trains. Yeah. Maybe they're the railroad that's backing the 1522 restoration. Maybe we're gonna get 1522 on BNSF again. Who knows? We'll see. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, 3751's in California. I feel like it's more likely that they would probably get 2620, or no, 2926 on the main line. It already has PTC and is pretty much fully restored at this point. I don't know that 3751 has, yeah. Although I do wish that they would bring... I just wish BNSF would do some type of steam excursion. I feel like they've been, like, lacking with it so hard. Same with CSX. I don't know what CSX to do it with. Oops. Ah, derailment. Yeah, that's like literally a once in a lifetime shot. He's never gonna get that shot ever again. No one is. Yeah, I don't know that my safety reputation's gonna go up much. It'll go up though. Can you... Yeah. I keep forgetting that that's a stub-end switch. And not double-sided. Or stub-on-sided. Damage isn't bad from what I can tell. And then I did it again. Well, maybe I didn't derail, I just hit it hard. I did not derail. 91%. Okay, yeah, we're good. Huh. I don't know that I've heard of them. I've driven past the RJ Corman facility in East St. Louis before. That's very interesting to drive past because they have a ton of really interesting stuff. Oh, okay, I've heard of mainline services, yeah. I hate switching Silva, but it makes so much money. Interchange. Ugh. I'll probably end the stream soon, just to keep it from getting too long. It's already at 3 hours. Or just about to 3 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes. You're at 25% payment. Holy crap. Wrong direction. Alright. I'm gonna drop off these cars for the exchange. $69. Interesting. I'll get to Abilene as soon as I can. Whenever their locomotive is done. The 3415. At some point within the next few weeks, I plan on making a trip to Belton. So. Yeah. The Belton Grandview in Kansas City, it's a historic railroad. They don't have functioning steam locomotives. They have a GP9, but they have some old equipment and stuff, and they run trains on Saturdays. And they have static display steam locomotives that are cosmetically restoring, but not a full restoration. I wish they would fully restore them. They have a Frisco decapod and some obscure railroad 280. So. Forgot about that car. And those two, I have so many cars. Come on. Yeah, I definitely want to head down to Belton sometime and see that. At some point, I'm also gonna maybe see if I can volunteer at their museum. It's just a maybe on that, though. I have yet to even be there, so. Yeah. Well, my plan is to get a job first, and then I'm gonna say that I can't do weekends, and then, yeah. Pittsburgh, yeah. I've gone rail fanning in Pittsburgh, didn't see any trains, but Pittsburgh is definitely a good place for trains. It's on the Pittsburgh subdivision, DPKC. I guess transitioning to the Heavener sub. I was gonna go down there to see 2816, but just forgot entirely. Baldwin City has the Midland Railway. It's another historic railroad train thing. It's near Ottawa. They shut down during COVID, but within the past few years, they've restarted operation. They have some neat stuff too. Unfortunately, no Steam, but they're they're bigger than the Belton one, the Belton Grandview, Kansas City, by a lot. But they're still very, very cool to see. Yeah, they have a ton of old stuff. It's unfortunate Kansas City doesn't have an actual railroad museum like St. Louis. Like a dedicated, like the Kansas City Railroad Heritage Area, I don't know. I mean, I've been to Branson. I haven't been to the railroad yet. I intend to go there at some point. Huh. I didn't know that they were gonna actually, that was why they had that. I know they have that little, I know they have the tiny museum that's it's next to the Amtrak waiting area. And I know it has like a locomotive bell and some pictures and stuff. That would be cool. What should actually happen? Here's what should actually happen. We should get rid of Science City, and instead of Science City, we should rebuild the majority of the tracks, or at least like 2 or 3 more tracks from the old passenger part of the station, and make that the Railroad Museum. Yeah. That would be cool if they did that and had like some locomotives donated or whatever, and then, you know, and like the display. Yeah, exactly. Science City is cool, but it's just like I think I've like walked through there recently, and I got a headache so fast. It's so loud in there and like constant noises that it just sucks. It used to be cool because then you would go downstairs into the train area in Science City, and then you could see the F unit on display. Yeah, I think we all did that. Yeah, I remember Science City being cool. Back when it was cool. That area too. I think it'd be really cool if at Union Station they had, or somewhere in Kansas City, they made like Kansas City Railroad Museum, and then they got funds and restored a steam locomotive to operation. I think that would be cool. Or just ran excursions in general. Like with KCT. Because KCT is cool. See how much money I make. $419. Pretty good. I still need to run the log train. See if I can just... Why are the shadows so goofy? I forgot to switch upper logs. Oh my gosh. Okay, well... We're just here with 2 other locomotives. You are just here. You. Yeah, all that's really happening is this. And then I run the passenger train one more time and do the log train probably one more time. And I think this day is over, but I think I'm gonna have to end the stream before that. Because we hit 3 hours. I'll deliver this car and then let the passenger train do its thing, and then we'll end the stream after that. so funny when the map doesn't load and then I just like go in the ground. ACS-3 has arrived at Waypoint. This might be the most still the railroad's been all day. Like the least amount of trains running and the most like simple stuff. All right, see ya. You need to be repaired. Most accurate crossing sequence ever. Alright, I'm just... see if I can set this up to make it look cool. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream because I don't know, nothing else is really happening. I'm just switching some extra stuff out. So yeah, there you go. See y'all.